Hey guys, what's going on? Got the Bobcat back in the shop. Parts came in for the water pump, thermostat, so the gaskets I need, O-rings. So I gotta dig into this thing tonight, try to get it wrapped up. We'll see. Take you guys along. A little wrenching, but set you guys up somewhere hopefully decent. See if we can't. It's hot. First thing I gotta do, get the coolant drain down is my plan. In the front here we got a hydraulic cooler and a radiator, all in one unit. I don't know where the petcock is to train it. Might have to turn this thing sideways to get a bit of luck. Get the AC compressor out of the way first, I guess. Start with that. Everything's aluminum. There we go. It's aluminum too. Be a pain in the ass. Use the headlight for now, I guess. Yeah, if you guys recall, I brought this thing in just for a simple service. Nothing crazy. And, I had some, we painted it there. I guess it was kind of an overhaul. Came in the shop not making any noise. I would have never guessed the water pump was bad. Well, we fired up to take it out. She was squealing. Ooh, she was not happy. Once I get in a little deeper, I'll show you just how bad it really is. Nice Deutsch dealer I went to out in Wallingford to get the parts. Just a small little mom and pop operation, but this guy seemed to know what he was talking about and doing. So use him again. Bobcat was no help at all. They said it was no longer manufactured and they discontinued it. So doesn't help me any. But Bobcat was actually the one that told me about this guy. You guys will say. So the AC compressor is there. I'm gonna take this bracket out. You can see now. Not much you see on the camera, but it's pretty well spanked. So I'm hoping that's my squeal. Should be anyway. Yeah, I'll get this bracket out of there. That should free up some room. Maybe this line. And maybe that's how I'll drain it. Right off this line. Get down to a bucket and then just take out what we need. That'd be nice. Tupperware I never let the old lady throw away. Always comes in handy. Really don't look too terrible to get out. And all this stuff comes decently easy. Oh, as I say that, I can't get a nut to break free, but we got it. Engine's relatively clean, so I don't think she's really been apart before. Well, I'm glad I noticed it before I was on a job site somewhere. Yeah, what was that thing? Grenade it through the radiator or something. Would have cost me 4 or 5 times the amount it's gonna. I guess we'll call it a blessing in disguise. It happened when it did. Couple zip ties holding that on. Yeah, I don't know. You guys see it now, but. Yeah, it's got quite a bit of movement. So, there's definitely time. Alright, I'm gonna pull this hose next. And like I said, I'm gonna try a 5-gallon pail and just see if I can't drain it down to water pump height. We're gaining the top of the housing off. Just gotta figure out how to get this belt off. Only tensioner, because it goes around the water pump and it goes around the harmonic balancer, so it's gotta be this thing. I don't see an adjuster anywhere on that thing, so I'll keep digging in, give you guys a little update. I'll check back in after. Alright, got some success. Housing's free. There's a bracket with a tensioner for that damn pulley, which I found. Just took a little bit of time. But here's the old one. She's out. I got a hell of a mess going on in the shop, but that thing is definitely past its due date. So glad to have that gone. Glad to have it out. Now the hard part, putting it back together. Get these surfaces real clean and reassemble. Got a couple things I got to do during the right time. So I got to sneak that on, that belt on before I put the fan on, the clutch on. But give you guys the update. Once we get it all back together, I'll probably show you again. I don't think I'm gonna bother messing around trying to videotape as we go. So reassembling this water pump here. This is a like a bung for the hose, I guess you'd call it. I was struggling to get it off, so I ended up heating it up on the old one, pair of vice grips, rolled it off. Then I get it back together. Look at the top here. Size of a 1/2-inch ratchet. I never seen nothing like that. Tightened right up good. Well done, Bobcat. Looking out for me. Finally knowing that in the first place, but I didn't want to shear it off, so a little heat came right out. But good to know. Well, got it in. Went real good going back together. I'm happy. I'll run it tomorrow, check it for leaks. Finally dumped that oil, give her an oil change. But all looks good. This belt was loose anyhow before, so it was good to get that tightened up. And hopefully no leaks in the morning. We will catch back up with you tomorrow. I got used Indian head on the seal just to hold it in place. If you don't know what Indian head is, check it out. It's wicked good for coolant applications where you got a gasket you got to hold or something. I gotta sneeze. But check back in with you guys tomorrow after work. Go to work my normal 7 to 3. So if you guys been watching, we got the water pump back in the excavator, and I don't know if I really explained how I got this thing, where it came from. But so I bought this excavator on an online auction, sight unseen. It was a local auction to us, but I just never made it down there to bid on it, to check it out, look at it, run it. But we ended up with the Bobcat 442. It's a 18,000 pound machine. I've used it on 2 jobs, 3 jobs now. Worked around the house with it. Thing's been awesome. Very happy with it. It was kind of in the salvage row because they couldn't get the blade to stay up and the thumb wasn't working. Other than that, it's the only thing I've seen. And there was a bad track. The track was right off. Like the track was, I actually have the track still. The track was terrible. It was, I've never seen a track so bad. But right here, there's nothing left there. Supposed to have all these metal cleats in the middle, and they're all gone. So that was rolled right up through it. Kind of knew it when I bought it that the track was ugly. So got this track. I think I paid $1,200 delivered to the door. Thing's in awesome shape. So on the lookout for another one for the other side, just to have as a spare, because they're about $2,500 each new. So we can avoid that. I'll be happy. But so I paid 17 grand for this thing. Probably after the track, fluid service, and now the water pump, I'm into it about 21,000. Not too bad for a 18,000 pound machine. They're online anywhere between 30 and 40, 45. Some guys are asking 50 for the same machine. So I think we did pretty good with it. I'm gonna put it to work all year, and then in the fall we'll see. She might get a for sale sign, she might not. We'll see how she does. As long as we don't have too many problems, not fixing it every time I'm out on a job, I'll be all right. I had a hose leaking on the last job I was on, and it was kind of my own fault, I think. The radiator support has a rubber bushing, and that rubber bushing had blown out, and I was pulling this big stump, bigger than I should have been pulling. So I was banging all over the place, getting that stump out. And so I got it out, but then the radiator had moved in a little bit, and the alternator actually cut through the radiator hose. So it was kind of self-inflicted, but that's all taken care of now. So all the coolant issues should be good, knock on wood. but we will we'll see it a lot. I gotta finish the pasture cleaning. I'm just heading out. I got a barn demo to do. I got a big drainage job, a couple of little things lined up for it here in the next month, and then once we get into May, it's almost hay season, so we're gonna be parking the construction stuff and hitting the hay field. But hey, thanks for following along. Any questions any of you guys have a 442, let me know. Like I said, I'm pretty happy with it, so I'd like to know some other guys. That has 4,000 hours, I think, so maybe some guys that have some more hours on them. A T-Rex excavator has the same exact frame. I'm not sure what the model number they use, but I don't know if Bobcat built it for them or they built it for Bobcat. But yeah, so anyway, so let me know what you guys think. How did I do? 21,000 invested into it so far, and it's probably already made me 15, to be honest with you. So it was a good investment so far. But hit that subscribe button and we'll catch you on the next one.